So guys, out of every update we are currently waiting for in Murder Mystery 2, there is one update that we have been waiting the past 2 years for, and it's still not out. It's not an update like Season 2, which yeah, we have been waiting like 5 years for, but we have not been getting like any news or any information about the update. But no, this update I'm talking about has been getting consistent news, hints, and leaks for the past 2 years, but despite all of that, it is still not out. And this update is none other than the addition of nStudio 2. So in today's video, I sort of want to go over every single little bit of news and information we've gotten about this map, just to show you guys how long we have been waiting and how much hype has been built up for the addition of this map. It all starts back in 2022 on July 1st. This is the day we saw a very small Murder Mystery 2 update, releasing the plasma bundle in the game as well as the Christmas 2021 leaderboard weapons. And once these got added, Nicholas was talking a lot in the Discord about future updates in the game. And this is the first time we ever heard about nStudio 2 when Nicholas himself said that the Nicholas Studio map needs to be optimized. He's obviously talking about nStudio, seeing how the map needs to be optimized, and he wants to update the map and maybe even revamp the map into an nStudio 2 in the future. This is something even back then a lot of people wanted to see, because the nStudio map was a lot of people's least favorite map. I know a lot of people like it now that it's removed, like a lot of people talk about how much they miss it, but back in the day, it was probably the most hated map in the game. No one really liked it. It was extremely laggy, extremely unoptimized, and it was just hard to play MM2 in the nStudio map. So hearing that we are probably going to be getting an nStudio 2 map, a lot of people got very excited, but you know, 2 years later, we still do not have that map in the game. We ended up getting no more news of nStudio 2 for a long time until early 2023, when it was confirmed that the nStudio 2 map started production for the first time. On February 5th, 2023, Dylan made a video on the JD channel hinting that Joven might be working on a new map as he was making that video.
Hopefully Joven makes another map for Murder Mystery. I heard he might be cooking something up, but I'm not sure.
Which he ended up doing a stream on the same day saying that yes, Joven is working on a new map. Like, not even a hint, it was confirmed that Joven is working on a new map that's going to be for MM2 very soon.
Also, Joven's working on a new map, and the map is going to be called,
And throughout the year of 2023, this is when we were getting so much news for nStudio 2. If any of you guys were in the MM2 community last year, like literally the next day after this map was confirmed on February 6th of 2023, the first version of nStudio 2 got leaked. Now, I never actually showed this version of nStudio 2 off. Of course, later in the year, I did show off some nStudio 2 leaks, but there was actually a version before that that I never actually showed off, because once I made a tweet about it, I was asked by the MM2 team to take down the tweet, so I was a little bit afraid to talk about it for a video, so I never actually did. I kept quiet about it because I knew the MM2 team didn't want me talking about it, but it's been over a year and a half since this first version of nStudio 2 got leaked, and since then, we got a completely new version of nStudio 2, which is already leaked, so I'm gonna do something a little bit sneaky, and I'm gonna show off the nStudio 2 leaks that we got back in February of last year. Now, if you guys do not want to see any leaks in this video, you guys are free to back out of the video. Of course, these leaks are probably not going to come into the game anymore, because of course there's a new version that Joven ended up working on, but here is some screenshots of it on screen. I had a full video exploring the map because Joven's nStudio 2 game he was working on, he accidentally made it public so anyone could join and see the leaks for themselves. I don't have the footage of that video anymore. Like, I was originally gonna make a full video talking about the leaks until I was asked not to, so I had video footage showing off this map, but I don't have any more. So I'll just show you some screenshots that I still have to this day, but judging from these screenshots alone, you can sort of tell that the map still looks very similar to nStudio. Like, it still has the same layout as the nStudio map. It just looks a lot more modernized and looks a lot more like a business, and it's a goofy little blue map, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no more obby area, there was like no more movable parts, no more bright lights. It was just like a very modernized version of nStudio, which is probably what Nicholas wanted to do back in the day, because he just wanted the map to be optimized and less laggy. And I feel like the thing that was making nStudio lag was all the bright lights and all the moving parts to it, which this version of the map did not have any of that, from what I know. But yeah, again, do not expect this version of nStudio 2 to be in the game. I'm sure Joven doesn't even have the original file to this anymore because of how much he updated the nStudio 2 map after February of 2023, so just keep that in mind. This is probably not coming in the game. But throughout the year, we did did see Joven working on his map building game a lot for the past year. Like, you would always see Joven in studio. It would always say he's working on his office game, which is the game he makes MM2 maps on. But we did not actually get any news or hints of the next map until July of 2023. July 1st, the 1-year anniversary of when the nStudio map was conceptualized by Nicholas. JD was doing a Murder Mystery 2 Grimace Shake video. You can sort of already tell when this video was made. Yeah, it was made 1 year ago, but Joven said that he wants to add some cool and funny glitches into the next map because they were doing a lot of glitches into Murder Mystery 2 maps, like the Hospital 3 map.
Yeah, making sure that I put a lot of these glitches in the new map.
A couple days later, the MM2 Summer 2023 event was released, and JD did a live stream playing the summer event for the first time, and at the very end of the live stream, JD gave us a hint saying that a new map is coming soon once again.
We didn't tell them about the new map yet.
Yeah, we didn't say.
And did we tell them about the new...
What do you mean? Oh, shoot. You didn't end it, but the new map, no.
But throughout the month of August of last year, we got a ton of news and information and even leaks of the nStudio 2 map. On August 1st of 2023, JD was making an MM2 video on a secret channel, their JD MM2 channel. For those who don't know, back in the day, JD had another channel just to make more MM2 content. I don't even know why they had this channel. They could have easily just made these videos on their main channel, but they just made some extra MM2 content on this channel. This is probably one of the most secret hints in this video, because in one of their videos on the JD MM2 channel, they were showing off some MM2 banned trophies, like some top 3 leaderboard trophies that do not exist anymore because the people that own those trophies got banned. Which Dylan said it would be kind of cool for Joven to add some of these trophies like in a little museum in the nStudio 2 map.
They need to be put into like a Hall of Fame or like a museum where we could see these trophies. Dude, you should put a museum in the new NS office. Anyways.
The reason why I say this is probably the most secret hint is because you cannot even see this clip on their video anymore. They actually cut this part out of the video. If you go back and go watch their ranked 1 banned accounts video, you will not see this clip in the video. They cut it out of the video. And the only way you can see this clip is that if you see clips that people shared around 1 year ago, because a lot of people are showing off this clip, which I ended up making a tweet showing off this clip, and I even made a full video talking about it once they actually deleted this clip from their video. So a couple days later on August 5th, me and JD did a little bit of a mini collab. I was actually in a JD video back in August of last year where we're able to talk about the next Murder Mystery 2 map together, which we did actually get a little bit of news saying that the MM2 map was actually inside of Murder Mystery 2, and if you had admin commands or YouTuber commands at the time, you were able to play the map for yourself. Now,
The new map
yes,
that might come out
yes,
technically already in Murder Mystery.
no way.
Set it to the map if we wanted to right now in this lobby.
Okay, can you do it?
Are we gonna set it?
I think you should. What?
Are we gonna unbox instead? Yes.
Bro, I kind of wish I had YouTuber commands 1 year ago. I do have YouTuber commands nowadays, and I'm able to pick the map in VIP servers. So if I had admin commands 1 year ago, I could have tried out the nStudio 2 map inside of Murder Mystery 2. I could have just said map nStudio 2 or whatever, and I could have played the map for myself. But of course, I couldn't actually do that because I didn't have YouTuber commands at the time. But it didn't really matter because since the map was inside of Murder Mystery 2, it was inside of the real game, hackers were able to look inside of the Murder Mystery 2 code and find the nStudio 2 map for themselves. So the map ended up getting completely leaked like the same day, I'm pretty sure, showing off everything we saw in the map. Of course, the map wasn't fully finished, but we could see basically everything that Joven has been working on for the past year. And for those who didn't see that video I made last year, the map looks completely different to the original nStudio map. Like, all the rooms were completely different. It looks nothing like the original nStudio 2 we got leaked earlier that year. And there were rooms for like each Murder Mystery 2 developer. Like, there was a Nicholas room with a lot of Nicholas assets. There was a JD room, a Xylia room, and I don't have a use room. It was actually really cool, even though the map wasn't finished yet. There is still so much hint on the nStudio 2 map. I could literally be here all day going over every single little detail, but to save both of us some time, I'm gonna try to speedrun the rest of the nStudio 2 information that we've gotten in the past year. So in like 10 other videos, JD has given us some very small hints on nStudio, just saying, oh, new map is coming soon, get hyped, stuff like that. But Joven Joven actually made a tweet talking about a new map coming soon, which is one of the first times he's actually talked about the nStudio map on Twitter, which Xylia actually made a reply giving off an eyes emoji. I actually made my own tweet saying nStudio 2 is gonna come out when the MM2 Summer Event 2023 ends, which Joven said he was trying to make that happen. And once the Halloween 2023 event released, Joven said almost as a reply to his nStudio tweet, which we even got an official icon of the nStudio map leaked when the Halloween update came out. So there were lots of hints that the nStudio map would come out with the Halloween Part 2 update, which eventually got cancelled. Joven then made another tweet saying that nStudio 2 would be delayed for a couple months. So we sort of expected the map to come out like with the Easter event, like maybe sometime in April. Of course, when the Easter update came out, the nStudio 2 map didn't release, but something interesting that did happen is that the nStudio 1 map got removed from the game, so that gave us a little bit more hype that the nStudio 2 map would be coming soon. But of course, we still don't have the map, but as a lot of you guys know, very recently, JD has been giving us more hints, saying that the map might come out with the Season 2 update.
The other map that I made recently might come out maybe in Season 2?
And of course, JD went into one of my live stream chats to say 7 letters, hinting at the next update, which basically everyone agrees that that might be for nStudio, which I even talked about in a JD video very recently. But nStudio is 7 letters. It got deleted a couple months ago, and there is maybe a chance there could be, you know, maybe a revamped nStudio coming in the future, the next map. Yeah, guys, that is basically all the information regarding the nStudio 2 map. Hopefully, we see this map very soon. I don't really know when it's gonna come out. I don't think anyone knows besides like Nicholas and maybe Joven. I'm not so sure, but I guess we can only wait and see on if we're actually gonna be seeing this map anytime soon. Hopefully, we see it sometime soon, but no one really knows if I'm honest. But yeah, guys, that's about it for this video, so I'm gonna end it off here. Till until next time, goodbye!